Okay, so there are several three-dimensional paper techniques that you can use, whether it's a paper sculpture or a mask that you're adding more three-dimensional objects to. There are lots of fun techniques. So you might only have some printer paper at home if you're trying this at home. Or if you do happen to have construction paper, yay, that's nice because it's a little bit more stiff. So I'm going to, let's see, try and show the easier ones first. Loop. So I'm going to cut a smaller piece of paper just by cutting a straight line. And then I just glue these ends together. If you have glue, you need to wait till the glue comes to the end and hold together. If you don't have glue, because you're working on this at home, you can use a piece of tape. Oops, I needed to go a little longer. And that is a loop. Okay. Now I can take the rest of that paper and show you a pleat. So you're going to fold the paper forward, and then you're going to fold it backwards, making it the same size, see? And then you're going to fold it forwards, and then fold it backwards. And this is a pleat. Let's try one with our regular printer paper. I'm going to show you two different types of curls. Maybe I'll make these a little thinner. Okay, so you're going to take a round object like a pen or a pencil, and then you're going to go around and around and around. Give it a little pressure so it forms the shape of the pencil. And this is a regular curl, and then I'm going to show you a spiral curl. So this one, I'm going to go get this little skinny one. I'm going to come around my pen or pencil or some sort of rod, like a unicorn horn instead. Just kind of tighten that shape, not so hard I rip the paper or anything. There is a spiral curl. Now I'm going to show you a variety of fringe. So this is regular fringe. You just snip, snip, snip. Now I'll do a little bit more of that. And take my pen and curl. There you guys. Curl up. And this is curled fringe. Now I can also fold forward, fold backwards, fold forward, fold backwards. I'm making a pleat, and then when I snip this, it's going to be pleated fringe. Snip, 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 snip. There's pleated fringe. So we have straight fringe, curled fringe, and pleated fringe. Now, let's try for the cut on the fold. I have to make a fold. Oh, I didn't really make those corners kiss very well. if you want your corners to look good, you have to line them up. Let me see, maybe I can do that a little better. Make the corners kiss, hands in the middle, slide one hand up, slide the other hand up, slide apart. That's better. Okay. So, I like making this face. I'm going to come in and come lean and cut around. You can make it much simpler than this if you want. And cut there. Let's see. Cut the nose. 2 slants makes a diamond for a triangle later. And then you can cut a mouth. Ah, now I have a little face. And I can fold little tabs. Oh, I should show tabs, speaking of which, to stand an object up, and then I can glue those tabs down so this pops up. Now, let's talk about tabs. I'm only going to cut them a little wider, maybe like 2 thumbs, big, wide. Because if I cut them really tiny, it's going to take a really long time to make the glue work for this. And then I'm going to fold to the right, fold to the left, fold to the right, and fold to the left. Let me show you how to attach this. A little glue on each. Tap the tip, control the drip, so it's not making a pool of glue. You don't really need a pool of glue. And hold these little feet. They're like little caterpillar feet sticking out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, sting. You're getting a lot of examples here. Okay. Oh, spiral is a favorite. So in order to make this into a square, I need to match this bottom end up to the side. That's not quite matching. I gotta pull it up and slide it over. Pull it up, slide it over. Ooh. Now I made a nice right triangle here. So it has a straight 90-degree angle. Now I have a square. I could, with a square or rectangle, cut a path. Don't go all the way through. Cut a path towards the end, but not to the end. Cut a path. Cut a path. Cut a path. Oh, I'm almost running out of path here. Cut a path. I might be able to do one more. Cut a little tiny path. And then you could have a rectangular spiral, which is kind of fun. Or you could make it out of triangles, hearts, whichever, but I'm going to show you a circular spiral. Take off these Hershey's Kisses, chocolate chips, getting rounder. Now I'm going to lean and cut on this side. If you can work both hands at the same time, that comes in handy. And now I'm going to come in a little bit and then lean and cut, lean and cut, lean and cut, lean and cut. Just keep going to the middle. almost there. Oh, I think that's as middle as I can go. Okay. So, there's a spiral. Now I'm going to show you, this one's a little tricky. So you have to be careful not to cut yourself. You're just cutting into the paper. You open the scissors, and then you can dig the point into the paper a little bit. Kind of pinch around that. But now, if you glue the paper down, you pinch too hard, you can see this little wave, and it can be a more organic shape. Score and bend. And back to our cone, bottom side up, and pull until it matches the side. Right triangle, cut off the extra rectangle. We're going to cut off the big Hershey Kiss triangles off the ends until it becomes an octagon. And then your chocolate chips, once again, this is familiar from Spiral. Or lean and cut, lean and cut, lean and cut. Now, I'm going to cut up to this middle line right here, or just point to the middle of your circle and cut to it. And then this is like Pac-Man. And then he takes too big of a bite. And now he's poking up into the air like this. You can take a little glue on that section now that you know where it's going to go. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You might need to count all the way to the end of the, what would be the end of the alphabet. If you sang the alphabet, so 26. If you're not applying very much pressure, but that worked. Okay. So let's go over triangular prism, rectangular prism, and cylinder, and then I can show slits and slots. Okay, so you make a tab. That's a little tiny fold, like these little tiny folds on this one. Remember these? And then I'm going to fold it all the way in half, and then all the way in half again. Now when I open it up, it's like an Amazon box. It's a little confused because you can't push it shut. So I'm going to reverse this fold right here. And add a little glue. And apply some pressure, and look, we have a rectangular prism. Now, I'm going to do the same sort of thing. Tab, half, half, I'm going to fold my backwards lid in. Go back in. There we go. And now this time, I'm just going to fold that little tab over an extra time, see? So this side's not going to show. And so now it has 3 sides. And a little glue, and a little pressure. There we go. That is our triangular prism. Now, I don't have a side of the table, so I'm going to use this car that my son built, okay, long ago. So I'm going to put my hand up and then pull down around the side. I'm going to do it on my table too, because it's a little easier. And then it curls the paper. Okay, I do that on the side of your table. It's like laying it down like this and then pulling it around the edge. Okay, so once the paper is a little curled, you can add a little bit of glue, and then apply pressure. You got to stick your fingers in like this, your thumb, push. I think this only needs 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Now, I have these lovely 3D shapes, and I can make a slit by just cutting straight through like that, or I can make a slot, which would be kind of like the fold and cut, like a piggy bank has a slot. I could put something in there too if I wanted. Okay, there. So those are slits and slots. That is how to make lots of 3D shapes.